we must address the situation in Cuba with clarity and courage.
Andrew Holness, or I should say Honorable Dr. Andrew Holness, or I should say Bro God, any one of them want to put it. Anyway, this is a question directing to you as the Prime Minister of Jamaica. Before I go any further with all of this that I have inside of me, did you put things in place before you decide to cut ties with the Cuban doctors? Because if you never put things in place before you cut ties, who is going to do the work? Because as far as me know, everybody in Jamaica that trained to be doctors and nurses, they want to leave. They want to leave, and the Cubans are there helping the people of Jamaica. And you decide to cut ties. What kind of pressure blue face man put on by you? What kind of pressure the blue face man put on by you? Me want to know if you did put things in place, put the doctors in place to replace those doctors. I want to know.
Jamaica is in the middle of heated debate tonight. Did the government just turn its back on one of the Caribbean's longest allies? For decades, the Cubans and Jamaica shared a strong bond. Cuba's doctors helped our health system. Thousands of Jamaicans studied in Cuban university, and the two nations stood together in difficult times. But now, critics are accusing Prime Minister Andrew Holness for bowing to pressure from the United States. Some Jamaicans are asking a serious question. Did Jamaica betray Cuba? Or is the government simply protecting the country's economic future? Tonight, we break down the controversy shaking Jamaica and the world Caribbean.
Shalom. Greetings to my 14 parishes in Jamaica. Greetings to my four corners of the earth. Four corners of the earth. Bob Marley once said, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Brother, I dropped the video yesterday of them making excuses why them cut ties with Cuba. And see Cuba come and put out them own statement. And Cuba run with Jamaica. Let me read the article. Cuba says it will withdraw its 277 medical professionals currently serving in Jamaica, a blow to the island which sought to cushion the fallout from ending a 50-year cooperation program that helped fill key gaps in the health system. Cuba also claims that Jamaica bowed to pressure from the United States to terminate the program, and that is a fact. That is Cuba saying that. Cuba said that. And Cuba withdraw them doctor from out here now. But remember, Andrew knows this did a go, so him been did a look elsewhere for other medical doctor to replace them. So him don't know say it did a go reach to this. But rather than for protect your status than for stand firm as a leader, which one better? Because don't tell we say I protect the country. Don't tell we say I do what's best for the country. Because best believe what happened to Cuba can happen to you in a Jamaica. So you're saying it's better to roll over rather than to see the whole Caribbean country stand up together in unity. And rather roll over. I understand we don't have no nuclear bomb out there, we don't have no war jet, and we don't have the rockets them for fight war. But show a look at dignity and pride, man. Stand up for the neighbors them, man. But see there, it a reached to that point. It a reached to that point. Cause see the Cuba burn out Jamaica now. And Cuba run with Jamaica now. So like we see how the coming weeks are going to look now. Shalom.
When Andrew made decision, I don't think he might make decision based on the ideology of one or two who sit down on the bedroom on a mattress. He has to be making decisions for the almost 3 million of us Jamaicans, right? So let us take it from the point of view that most of you know where I rant and I make nice about, oh, Andrew is bending the knee and Andrew this and that. So when the sanctions them come, you have a Russian food within the family? Hmm? When can't find a job because the remittance dry up and all the other sanctions them that can come about. Because I'll not talk about this visa thing. Like that is the only thing that can be done to Jamaica by a superpower that we sit beside. A matter of fact, the superpower is actually our greatest trade partner. What are you willing to give up? Tell us now in the comment section what you are willing to give up in the name of Cuba. What are you willing? Are you willing to give up your bed, the comfort of your home, the ability to provide for your family, and the ability to have a meaningful, sustainable life? Are you willing to give that up? If you're willing to do so, move to Cuba. Move to another country. Let the lawmakers and policymakers make the decisions that are in the best interest of the mass. That's what we vote him in for.
Ready? I just received this text I'm reading. Trump has now extended his bullying to the Caribbean.
What?
Trump told Jamaica, Barbados, Trinidad, Guyana, and other islands that they are no longer allowed to do any business with Cuba, or else USA will revoke all Caribbean U.S. visas for foreign government officials to U.S. Jamaica therefore cannot host healthcare workers or doctors from Cuba.
What?
Jamaica has always hired Cuban healthcare workers and doctors, and they're some of the best doctors on the island. Cubans even own and operate the nice private hospital in Montego Bay, where a lot of tourists go, far superior to the free public hospitals. Anyhow, the Caribbean is in a scurry to decide what to do, because the revoking of the visas by U.S. not only affects the Caribbean government officials, but their family members also. Jamaica and the rest of the Caribbean looks like it's buckling under this threat, because most of the government officials' children are on U.S. visas in schools in U.S. The whole Caribbean region has now to go along with the new demands from Trump. Cut all Cuban doctors, healthcare workers, and hire doctors from India, Philippines, or Africa instead. That's over 22,000 medical professionals losing their jobs in the Caribbean and heading back to Cuba. The Cuban hospital will cease to exist in Jamaica. End of documentary.
I mean, I feel like we've gone back to like 1925 or something.
Yes, I've always known of Cuban doctors all my life. They're very good doctors.
Okay, so this is my mom, by the way. You said that you've only ever known Cuban doctors in Jamaica?
Yes, all my life.
So when you hear this, what exactly does it mean to you? That's what visions come to your mind of what's going to happen now to Jamaica and the Caribbean?
Access to healthcare is going to be less, which is not good for the island. They need more, not less.
They already are in need of more right now.
Yes.
Before this has happened, and now they're going to have less, which means more
sickness,
destitution, devastation, sickness,
dying.
Disease. Yes, people dying. Yeah.
From medical conditions that could be treated. This is sad for the island.
Why do you think he's doing this?
Control.
Like what does it benefit? How does this benefit the United States by doing that to the islands?
It's all about control. I don't see any benefit to the United States.
So do you feel like it's just to say, I can do it, so I'm going to do it?
Yeah. It's a shame because it's going to affect American tourists as well. So that's going to limit the amount of tourism to to the islands, which is going to affect the economy.
Every day is something new. Every day is a new thing that we have to be like, oh, what awful thing has happened today?
It's never anything positive.
And it's never anything positive.
But this was the same as the first 4 years of Trump being in charge. He used to have highlighted days and numbered them according to what disaster he anticipated. This is nothing new.
Caribbean cousin, another Caribbean country has just folded. Jamaica just ended its 50-year medical program with Cuba. You know this program started in 1976? The long-standing program has just ended. Over 300 doctors, specialized doctors, has now left Jamaica. Where is the Jamaican government going to get specialized doctors to fill the gap? Oh, I know. According to them, they are recruiting doctors, Jamaican doctors, who are currently living in America or England and Canada to return back home to fill this gap. But the question is, are the Jamaican government willing to pay these specialized doctors the equivalency of what they're receiving in North America? That is the question. It is sad to see that another Caribbean country has just folded the long-standing medical program. It is so sad that the Caribbean countries cannot get a break.
Jamaica has just cut ties with Cuban doctors after 50 years. So who treats patients now? For decades, Cuban doctors and nurses have helped to fill gaps in Jamaica's public healthcare system. We're talking about rural clinics, understaffed hospitals, and specialist clinics as well. But now the program has been officially discontinued and people are left wondering what next. But the reasons are complicated. There's international pressure, obviously, concerns about how the Cuban doctors are paid, and the argument that Jamaica should be building its own healthcare workforce long term. Both Cuba and Jamaica could not reach a mutual agreement. But healthcare systems can't be replaced overnight. So if hundreds of Cuban medical doctors leave, what happens to the hospitals and systems that relied on them? Supporters say this could create opportunities for Jamaican doctors, higher wages, more jobs and employment, and more investment in local training. But it could also put pressure on a system that was already strained. So let me ask you this. What benefits do you actually see for Jamaicans following this announcement? Let me know in the comments.
After 50 years of partnership with Cuba, been sending doctors to Jamaica to help us in our medical program in a Jamaica, and all of a sudden we just get up and cut ties with Cuba. Nobody can trick me. America have something to do with this. And the Jamaican government need to be honest with the Jamaican people. Because for years, Jamaica we've been short of doctors, we've been short of nurses. And Cuba been serving us for years, sending them doctors and nurses to Jamaica. And after 50 years, we just stop, so. Knowing that our hospitals in Jamaica, we're still short of doctors, we're still short of nurses. And now, we are cut ties with Cuba because America I put their foot down our throat. Zine, we know say America have so much to do with this. But the Jamaican government now come tell the people them the truth. Now we cut ties with Cuba. We're gonna get doctors and additional nurses to fill up our hospitals them now. More somebody tell me where we get them from.
This story has clearly touched a nerve across Jamaica and the diaspora. Some people believe Jamaica must always stand with its Caribbean brothers like Cuba. Others argue that the government must protect Jamaica's economy and its relationship with the United States. But one thing is certain, Jamaica are paying attention and the debate is far from over. What do you think? Did Jamaica make the right move, or should the country stand stronger with Cuba? Drop your opinion in the comment below. And if you enjoyed the honest discussion about Jamaica and global issues, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.